just been working on some music this week, but I think I'm kind of stuck on one of these songs.
What are you gonna do about it?
I think I'm gonna go for a bike ride.
Was I transcending or just oxygen deprived? Is laughter the best medicine if I do to keep from crying? Was I hovering or did I just get up too fast? Do you wipe your ass with legislation that you pass? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Was I high or did the weed win this time? Why do I fear my heart even though it keeps me alive? If I can't find shelter, do you care if I die? Do you rinse your mouth with soap every time you tell a lie? Well, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Well, I don't know. A world of sin never feels it closing in. On my next to EBT, cooking shows on my TV. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I don't trust the way you talk. Keep me safe, surround my chalk. It's not that deep, but probably is. Bang those drums and push those wheels.
Hey Hamilton, great jamming with you.
Well, hey, thanks for inviting me into your musical world. You know, it's a fun place to hang out for me.
Say, I don't know much about that instrument you're playing. Can you tell me what makes the pedal steel guitar unique?
Like, steel guitar is unique in that, like, you're not there's really no frets other than visually. There's, underneath the strings, but like you're never touching the fretboard, so you can just slide all the way up and down. But then pedal steel gets unique in that you have these pedals and levers underneath the instrument. Mine has 3 pedals on the floor and then a lever coming down on either side of both of my knees, and all those mechanisms are like either tightening or loosening certain strings by a certain amount. You play a C chord, and then with a just without moving the bar at all, you engage some pedals, and suddenly you've got an F chord, more different pedals, a G7, now a D minor, C minor, and I'm doing all that without moving the bar at all.
Oh, wow.
Some people call this the inversion machine. Oh yeah, I think that's probably what makes it the most unique. That and that it's like was invented in the 40s, which is very young for an instrument. Well, I started on lap steel, and I did that because there was a band that I saw that like had a lap steel player at one point, but when I first saw them, it was just a trio with no steel guitar, and I got their CD and just like couldn't stop listening to it, and just like I had the idea, I was like, if I could learn lap steel, maybe they would let me play with them. I actually saw the singer walking down the street. I was driving and I pulled over. It was kind of a quiet street in Portland, Maine, and I was like, hey man, I play lap steel and I'd love to play with you guys sometime. I saw y'all play, and he was like, sure, you can just come to practice. So I was like, okay, I gotta get a lap steel now. I went and got one and just like practiced feverishly, and I played in that band for like a while, and then about a year later, I found a pedal steel, like a used student model pedal steel on Craigslist, and the first show I ever played pedal steel at was sold out show in like a 300 cap room, and I had no idea what I was doing. You know, I'd do that and people thought it was awesome. That's what got me started. Now it was about 8 years ago. In the last couple years, I have listened a lot to this album called Pedal Steel Guitar by this steel guitarist named Will Van Horn, and it's just instrumentals, but like he's got really nice like beats, and he just does some interesting things like playing with technique and like the roll of the instrument. You know, he does like some cool kind of like palm muting. He does like do you know the Ethio jazz? I think he was a marimba player, Mulatu Atstati. He's one of the more well-known musicians out of Ethiopia. Will Van Horn covered one of his songs, which is super cool. Just to hear like an Ethiopian melody being played on pedal steel, and he plays sometimes with a band called Krungbin. It's like instrumental, like Thai infused pop. So in the last few years, that one has really stuck out to me. A lot of people just don't know what it is. You know, people always are like, what's that, you know, weird piano that you're playing? Or I think is kind of overlooked is that it's not just like a country music instrument, and that it's, you know, I really got into it because I was excited by the sounds that it makes, and just like that it seemed so like limitless. But like the more I learn pedal steel music, the more I learn that like people have like the whole time they've been experimenters, you know, and I think that's what draws like most people who play to it.
And one more question, Senator. Do you wipe your ass with legislation that you pass?
Hello everyone, I'm Ron, and I used to be scared to admit it, but sometimes I don't know. That's right, I said it, and you can say it too. Say it with me. I don't know. This is something I use in my daily life, and I'm going to let you in on where I learned this trick. I learned this technique from singing along to Caleb's amazing new song, I Don't Know, which you saw earlier in this video, unless you skipped ahead just to see my beautiful face. Check it out wherever you listen to music. And remember, No one has a clue.
These galleons can only be found in France. A very rare type of newspaper.
Oh, gee. Okay. I think I have everything I need.
Well, should we start chopping vegetables?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just eyeball a lot of this.
You know, when you said let's cook something, I was like, ceviche. That's not something to cook.
How's the chopping going?
Here's the celery and carrot. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm gonna do the onion.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yum. It looks so satisfying in here. That works too. 2 cups.
It says 1 can. These are such my mom's recipes.
Is that from your mom? Is that what is this anyway?
This isn't a can.
So the whole box?
I think I'm gonna add the whole thing.
Okay, I think it's boiling, so I'll just go ahead and start throwing all of this chicken in. It looks like the chicken's cooking now.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I'll add like a cup of water and then I'll let it boil. It doesn't look bad though, I would say. It's not terrible.
Okay, I think I might add the noodles. I feel like I need more noodles.
I have 2 bags, yeah. I was unsure.
I think I need more. Thank God.
Oh.
Wait. These are egg noodles. These are telly. But it shouldn't make. They're just pasta, right?
Yeah, it won't be too bad.
I'll add these.
This is definitely a very personalized.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's not boiling.
Mine is.
Alrighty, scoopy doo. Gonna add more soupiness to it. If you're gonna sit at a table, I'm gonna sit at a table. What if I use like a massive spoon?
We did it! Oh my gosh.
I know. Honestly, it didn't feel really any different from any other conversation.
Yeah.
It was just plus cook. First official bite.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hot. Mm-hmm. So savory.
Open up the world of sin. Everyone feels
Thanks for the soup.
Oh my gosh, thanks for cooking.
Yeah, shout out to your mom. All right.
Bye. Have a good day.